Okay, I can tell what you're thinking. When am I going to play? When am I going to learn a chord? Right now, let us see how we're going to embark on forming your first chord. Right? So continuing in the key of C. It is the easiest key for some people. It's not the easiest for me. For some reason, I like A a lot. I find it to be the easiest key for me, but for most people, C is the starting point because C has no sharp, no flat. Like this, I mean no accidentals, no black notes. So we form a triad. A triad, we said in previous video, is a 3-note chord. So we're going to exploit the use of the numbers that we spoke about just now. So we're going to form a major triad and a minor triad today. But the principle for forming triads is the same. It is the same. So once you understand how to form a basic major triad, that's the same principle, but we may just have a flat 5 or a flat 3rd. That's all there is to it. Alright? So we're going to start our first chord. C, which is 1. E, which is 3. And G, which is 5. So our chord is formed using the 1, the 3, and the 5 of the major scale. Or let me simplify it. We have, let's do it in terms of whole steps and half step. So we have 1, 2, 3 whole steps, 2 whole steps, right? I'm sorry, half steps. So to form a major triad, you play 3 whole steps, which is a major third, and 2 half, what am I saying? 3 half steps and 2 half steps. Here we go again. C, 1, 2, 3 half steps. E, 1, 2 half steps. G, right? So this will give you the 1, the 3, and the 5. This is true for the formation of every major triad. We're going to start on C again. C, let's count the half steps. C sharp 1, D 2, D sharp 3, this is E 4. So we are counting 3 half steps. And then we're going to count 2 half steps. Continuing. 1, 2, G. See how easy that is? So C, if you do not know the numbers, because you see, the shortened form of saying this is to form your triad on the 1, 3, and 5. But if I only say 1, 3, and 5, some people may now confuse this and form a minor chord, which is also a 1, 3, and 5. So if we are playing D minor, let's say D, this is also, remember I said D minor. So you are not going to form that chord from the basis of C, but we're going to start on D because I said D minor. If I say C major or C minor, our starting note is C. If I say A major or A minor, our starting note is E. All we have to do is work our way up in terms of half steps, right? Or in terms of 1, 3, 5. But the little confusing thing that may be for a new beginner is when we have not yet understood how we convert a major chord into a minor chord. So that might present a little difficulty if you're trying to practice on your own. And this is what I really would want you to do, to practice on your own. Once you understand what is the theory behind everything, you practice on your own. So we're going to now form a D minor chord, and I will tell you why. So we go 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! So here is it. To form a major triad, you play 3 half steps, then So when I say 3 half steps, you count 3 half steps because the other note that follows is going to be part of your chord. So do not count it as a half step. But if you want to count it as a half step, you will have to play 4 half steps and 3 half steps. Alright? So we play 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Don't want to complicate it, but I want to make sure you get this correct. So the first example, we are not counting the note. We play the starting note, which is C, and 1, 2, 3 half steps. Then the another note is the second note of our chord. So now we have 2 notes. And then we play 1, 2 half steps, and the other one is the third note of our chord. This is called a triad because it has 3 notes. So 1, 3, 5. Remember to count your half steps. Rewind the video if you really want to get this right. So to form a major triad, we count 1, 2, 3 half steps, and then 1, 2 half steps. To form a minor triad, we count 1, 2 half steps, then 1, 2, 3 half steps, and we have a minor triad. All right? C major, C minor. It is simply the flattened third. To flatten a note, we make it lower in pitch by 1 half step. By now you know what a half step is. Okay? So this is how we form the major triad. Now we are going to harmonize the major scale, the scale of C. Every degree or number in the scale carries a different type of chord, not the name of the chord, right? So a chord would have 1 letter name, but there may be several numbers called in the chord. You could only have A minor 7 flat 5 with a sharp 9. Can you imagine that? A minor 7 flat 5 with a sharp 9. So we had 7, we had 5, and we had 9, but we only heard A 1 time. This really means that the foundation of the chord is built on the A note and no other. No other note is part of the governing ideology of forming the A scale. In this case, we have a C major. We could have a C major 7th. We could have a C minor major 7th. We could have a C minor major 7 flat 5. Or a C major flat 5 flat sharp 9, but you only hear C all the time. So we're going to keep our hands like this, 3 fingers on the key of C. So in the case of your left hand, we are playing 5, 3, 1. In the case of your right hand, we are playing 1, 3, 5. You see the mirror effect comes back into play? Left hand, 5, 3, 1. Right hand, 1, 3, 5. Remember, your hands are a mirror image of each other. So we're going to take our hands like this. We're going to go. We start on C. Move our whole hand. That's D minor. Move the hand, everyone, up 1 note. That's E minor. Up again. That's F major. Up again. That's G major. Up. That's A minor. And that's B diminished. In the next lesson, we're going to uncover why this is so. Alright? And we come back to our C major. Alright. See you next time.